Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, Emperor of Revolutionary Italy. No, actually, we're not actually. We have a ruler who's in charge. Yeah. We're doing pretty good here. We've smashed the Ottomans. We're going to be able to kick the Pope out of Italy and French out of France. We just need to finish coring all the land we stole from the Ottomans while not triggering a coalition. Luckily, not everyone can join the coalition, but there is a few dangerous people like Persia stuff who are in it. I was tempted to just boost improved relations with Persia for ages. Oh, the Mamluks have joined. Oh yeah, I forgot to kill them. Darn. Okay, well, we'll wait. Our military is strong. Our rebels are mostly squashed. Obviously, small exceptions exist on all fronts. And the coring is going well. I don't actually know how many monarch points I'm going to need to core this. Really? Only 24? That seems wrong. Oh, it's... Oh. Oh, I have claims on those two provinces, duh. Okay. So, a couple hundred. 200 maybe? 100? 200? I don't know. The Italian ones themselves should be cored really fast because I actually own them. I want Mavari to leave the war though. I'm actually going to set this other diplomat to outraged countries because there's a lot of outraged countries towards us. It's only going to get worse as time goes on. Oh yeah, I probably actually have to land the troops in Rhodes, not just put them in a ship right outside of it. Tends to help. As does actually converting every single thing you can get your hands on. Certainly reduces the rebellion chances a bit. Plus this religious unity could easily kill me if I'm not careful. One thing to look out for is that by taking all this land, my inflation is going to go up quite a bit. Oh, not my inflation, my corruption is going to go up. I'll have to keep an eye on that. You're almost done, aren't you? Yes. Trading in wool again. We keep fluctuating into trading and stuff. Okay, we'll convert some of these like centers of religion or stuff. How are we doing? September, we're gonna have a good amount of this core. Oops. Why is okay? I don't know why it was depicting cavalry there for some reason. I was worried that I was too many cavalry units in that army. Would be a fatal flaw if that was the case. I'm curious to see how big this coalition is going to get once we take all this land from the Pope. Okay, time to take the Pope's lands, I think. Oh, not as actually bad overextension as I figured it would be. We are going to have to beat up the Papal army, though. They're still not willing to surrender completely yet. We don't even have a ticking war score out of this, if you can believe it. It's literally just due to us beating them up. Ah, Bohemia has joined the coalition. That is slightly more worrisome than it should be. Don't really know why they're still wanting to fight. Probably because I haven't met the war. I haven't actually met the war goal. Oldenburg. I really want to finish off the Pope. And I have to come back. Oh wait, can I... Ah, these guys are willing to lead. That might boost it enough. 59. It's better. That should be enough for me to push out the Pope. France, sadly, union under... Sorry, Scotland, sadly, a union under France. I can't push them out. Also, can I point out a fact that's slightly confusing? How did Scotland end up here, of all places? Especially when you look at culture. They didn't colonize to there or anything. They just kind of popped up in the middle of them. I assume they colonized off of a French province or something. Still seems rather weird. Seems really weird to my mind. We can raise a lot of mercs. I don't know why I couldn't raise that full army before. Oh, apparently I can do it now. Well, time to raise another army in Italy. Because even though we're right on the line in terms of money, it should hopefully prevent that coalition war. And the Pope still refuses to give up all their land. What do? Do I march down and try and take the Pope's colony in Africa? Seems wrong. So I march over here. Let's do it that way. Get that army off of island in the Aegeans. By the way, we're fielding almost 600,000 troops to the battlefield at any given time, which is a pretty ridiculous level. Used with the Pope. Demands exceed war score. Ally in war. Frustrating. It's really frustrating. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to shift this army down here to Gibraltar. Even though we will suffer attrition, it should prevent the Pope from fleeing back into Iberia, which they've now done twice. Actually allow me to hunt them down, finish them off. The heroic army is moving onward. 620,000 troops, including a amount of, I don't know how many mercs, some ridiculous number. How many mercs are we fielding? Almost 300,000. I will take that. 300,000 mercs is no joke. It's what makes Ming China so horrifying if they're stable, which they're not. Although they're not collapsing, which is kind of impressive. Probably because nobody has actually attacked them, considering how weak the great powers that normally go after them are. Spain and France busy with Africa. France, not a real issue. England, I don't really know what England's up to. Probably plotting to defeat me like Napoleon, honestly. Really wish I knew how to get higher war score out of this mess. You know what? Stay in Gibraltar. I don't want to risk him running past me. It'd be a little bit sad if I let them scoot right by me. We're going to get this military advancement soon, which will be huge. And it might, if we can take out the Pope and then take most of the French lands, be enough to convince the coalition that this is not a war they can win. Which I've got to imagine they're slightly convinced of already, but... Come on, Pope, you don't have a military that can stop me, just give up. Oh, they're running away. And while they run away, the Armenians are back. For more trouble, and the Pope are apparently taking Iraq of all places. There's a place not many popes have invaded, Iraq. We have 4-5-1. I'll keep him. 10 air. Not the best air, but it'll do. Also, Russia doesn't hate me, which is nice. Or, Russia hates me, but can't join the war. I suspect the only reason we're not being attacked is because it's the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 5th ranked great powers versus the 8th ranked great power and whoever else they can pull into the fight. There we go. Better cavalry. Let's do the more damage one. We're more offensive than defensive. Hopefully our army morale will recover soon before we get into a fight with the Pope, who clearly knows we're weak right now. Okay, looks like we're going to catch them right as our army morale... Ah, there we are. The coalition against us is already collapsing. And that is the Papal military gone. Surely you will not resist anymore, Pope. Still will? Ay, ay, ay. The Pope is still resisting. Oh, do I get... Maybe I just hold on to it and eventually they'll give up. Or I boost absolutism and convince that's worth it. Oh wait, they'll give up now. Here we go. The Pope has now surrendered Italy to our gentle holds. And our name expands once more. Isn't it lovely? So, we now have... Oops. The Balkans. We will have Italy. Actually, no, we won't have Italy, will we? Because there's this tiny little province down here owned by Spain, Malta, we'll have to take. We pretty much control Italy. I should rephrase that. I'm actually slightly surprised that we don't have a higher war score versus France. We can still kick them out of there, but I'm going to wait at least until we core this land. So less than a year on some of these. A year and a half. Give or take a little bit. I want to send you instead. I don't trust my armies fighting a French in the Golden Age. Why would you, right? Why would you trust fighting the French in the Golden Age? It's a risk I don't need. Oops, somebody died. Next month, maybe? Or 2 months. 2 months. Our income from our ruler has greatly diminished. I have an uprising here in Fezzan. Yep, there we go. Send that army to deal with it. 30,000 should be enough if we outnumber them 2-1, even without a general. That's solid income there. Sadly, every time I raise that Merc army, we lose like 5% army professionalism. But when you got 620,000 units, I don't imagine professionalism is going to be as big of a concern as usual. Conversion is going well. Good, good. Obviously, the conversion of the Catholic provinces are virtually instantaneous to Protestant. This is actually going to make our life a lot easier, having converted most of the Muslim lands now. It's just going to make it a lot more stable. The one tiny holdout province of Austria, surrounded by Protestants. Oh well. Oh, I could have actually just sent this army, couldn't I? Oops, my bad. We'll do it that way instead. First cores are almost done. Second cores are a year away. Other people are attacking the Ottomans. Persia's attacking the Ottomans. Does that mean you like me again, Persia? Because, you know, I really do like you. You're great, Persia. We want you as friends. Nope, you still hate me. They still hate me. Risky of Bohemia and everyone else to be involved. Poland's attempting to attack the Ottomans. Yeah, I think the Ottomans have hit the point where they're just everybody's punching bag. Still got a lot of development to go. Tiki Iberia is going to be a pain. England shouldn't be a huge issue if they're the only ones left, because we can raise a larger navy than they have. I think we might already have one. Navy. No, they actually have more. We have more heavy ships, but I think they would annihilate me. So I think I need to raise more ships, as awful as that is to our finances. There you go. 40 more heavy ships. Oh, we will outnumber the English Navy. However, it is England, and it is a navy, and there was such a thing as the Spanish Armada. Heavy ship combat ability and the morale of navies is a real issue. Oh, we have galley combat ability. Ugh. It's not going to help that much. No, it isn't. Core construction is done, so I guess it's time to take France's French lands. I don't think I want to try and kick them out of Europe. I can't. I can just take all their French lands. I might take money if they're going to give up some. That'll work. There we go. The glorious revolutionary Italian Empire has expanded once more to 205% overextension. Wow, that is huge. Luckily, it seems like most of it's going to be cored in a year or two, so then we're just down to the big ticket items. The question is, are we going to lose Great Britain and Spain? I hope not, but we could. We're also going to have to deal with French rebels, like, immediately. They're not going to like us very much, especially since there's this random French peasant army wandering around. Okay, they're actually going to go attack France. And we will move our army up to Paris. So just like that, we stole 500 development, roughly. Give or take 50, 60 development. I'd say that was an adequate war, wouldn't you guys? Adequate in the sense that we just conquered tons of land. We can attack these guys in 9 years, and then that should be it. We should easily be able to take these provinces. Of course, part of the problem is going to be Ethiopia's province. I think I might hang on to Ethiopia as long as is possible. In terms of an ally, they shouldn't really care what I do in Europe. Yeah, they don't care whatsoever. They do bring a reasonable military to the table. Nothing great, but we look at allies. 72,000 can raise more. I think everybody would like to see 72,000 more troops show up on their side. Our military is significantly larger than anyone in Europe other than Russia, and Russia can't fight us. Really to save their life, can they? Great Britain is in this war versus Russia. Who is winning? Ah, that is actually really good. Mamluks have left this. Ooh. Bengal would defend them. I think I'll do it. A little bit risky to attack these guys given what we have, but we're going to be fighting Bengal, and we're going to end up fighting Bengal regardless of what we do. Defender of Sunni faith. So if we can kick that title away from them, that would be good. Or we could wait until we have to fight the Ottomans again, and then attack both roughly the same time. Possibilities are certainly there, aren't they? I'm going to try and quick convert most of this Catholic land in Europe. It really looks impressive when you look at the map. Just missing this little bit of the Roman Empire. Other than that, we're pretty much the Roman Empire. Minus, of course, this as well. Portugal is calling me to a war versus people. Actually, this could be good, because now I can attack people and Portugal wouldn't defend them. We don't have anybody we want to attack, though. Other than Tlemcen. You know what, I'll join the war. I don't really care. Not any of my particular concern that region, but Spain's involved. Is Great Britain involved? No, they're still fighting Russia. We actually would get our dynasty on the throne of Ethiopia if this guy dies. Sadly, we would not actually take over their empire. I believe our diplomatic reputation is destroying us. City of Genoa want their independence back. No. I didn't know that it can occur. That's a cool event. Sorry. That is a really awesome event. I didn't know that city-states can try and demand their independence. Maybe it's because I'm an empire? Or because I'm a revolutionary one. Could be either one, really. Let's pick up global engagement. That way we can try and fight England on their fair footing again. Okay. Again, we're going to be fighting a lot more rebels. Pretty much all the rebel groups I fought last time are going to be back. Surprised France hasn't already revolted. They're going to revolt in less than a year. Not surprised in the slightest if they do. Also, I should be able to talk to, yes, these guys and say, give me money. Oh, sorry, give me admin power. There you go. It'll help just a little bit. How much? Oh, way too much. Nope, we're not going to do anything. Berenice, whoa, 110 to suppress one group of rebels. Wow. That's a lot. States, though. I'm going to add this region into Italy. Obviously, we can't core it right now. You're probably going to go into debt here. I'm totally fine with that. As soon as we're done coring all this, our economy will recover and no trouble. No time at all, no trouble at all. Should be good. Mardin. Where in the world? Oh, Mosul and Mardin. Okay. We'd have to go fight over there. I think this is actually a good stopping point then. Slightly in debt, not really an issue. I did not mean to do that. Okay. We're going to do that. We'll also keep things under control. We actually lost stability, which isn't good. I think someone else left the coalition versus us. So that's where we're at. It's going slower but steadier. We've got roughly 1,800 development to pick up before we form Rome. Give or take a couple hundred development. And that will be it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. This is going extraordinarily well. I'm amazed that Coalition didn't attack me. Once all the land's scored, then it's time to either betray Spain, Portugal, or England, depending on who we wish to go after. I don't think betraying Ethiopia has any benefits at the moment. Not really. I might try and track down an ally of these guys that's weaker. Actually, it looks like they're pretty much just allied to us. Great. Maybe if I break alliance with Spain or something, I can work something out. Or maybe if I attack Pomerania. Yeah, I might attack Pomerania actually, because Spain is guaranteeing them. We can start a war there and expand. I might throw up a client state like here and then that. Anyway, that's it from me. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.